Gentlemen, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, the GREG, co-founder of the NAAFP, joined by the forever Intercontinental Champion, my forever rival. He is the final Maddie. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, Gregory? It's the beginning of my weekend. It's the beginning of a great 3-day celebration of my partner in crime, my favorite person to go on adventures with, Deirdre. It's her birthday on Saturday, so happy early birthday to Deirdre. Next week we're gonna go to SmackDown. She's gonna see she's gonna get to see 3 of her favorite people because she likes Nia, she likes Jade, and she likes Bianca. So she's gonna get to see those 3. And then, God willing, if I can find some cheap tickets, we'll go to Fight Night too the next day.
Well, happy birthday, Deirdre. Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday, Deirdre. Bianca and Montez are going to they're going to stay for Fight Night. So they're offering tickets for that, but I know those are going to be hella expensive.
Pricey as shit, but okay. All right.
But we're definitely going to SmackDown.
Absolutely. She has to see somebody.
Right.
Joining us also, he is the MHN Kingston. Kenny, how you doing today, brother?
I am doing well. Another jam-packed weekend. Folks, I am telling you this now, Mongo. I am letting you know now, too, as well as I was just reminded. Graduation and celebration season is not over for the kids just yet. This Saturday, as Mongo and Mike will be doing Interview with the Vampire, I will be celebrating Ryan's confirmation. So I will not be able to do this Saturday show. However, folks, next week, we will be pulling a double header to get you ready for House of Dragons, as well as House of Dragons will be premiering the following week. So we're going to be doing Interview and House of Dragons to get you ready for that new season of House of Dragons. So, folks, I won't be there. The Magical Hennessy nigga will not be there this week, but I will return.
Well,
we will return to talk about a lot.
We'll see I'm not reading all that. That's some kind of spam.
Yeah, that's super spam. I filmed this on weight loss. I thought weight loss. I was like, yeah, that's definitely scam. Not scam, but spam.
It's going to check your favorite bitches in town. It was me.
It was definitely. It was 2 of us that came on here, and
she said that before they even saw us. So she had
right.
I run the.
As soon as she saw it was the 2 of us that just
should have known.
Deductive reasoning. I'm your favorite.
Exactly, Cookies, man. She can't even give me a break. I mean, damn, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, we are going to be talking a little bit of Trump. It's I guess we could. Did y'all mention who won on Monday? Do y'all know?
No, we did not.
No, we did not.
Reggie knows because despite me saying not to keep record of it, he did it anyway.
The last time I did it, I told him to go ahead because I was like, I don't give it. When I'm in charge, I don't give a shit. Remember that, y'all. When I'm in charge, I don't give a shit. When Greg has the power, he gives a shit.
But yeah, Reggie's our new predictions champion in the chat.
Buddy, damn, see, I didn't know you lost. Damn.
She was close. She almost tied with him, but yeah, I think Reggie pulled it out in the first show and just.
That's all right. I'll share this with you. That's all right. It's the People's Championship. It's all right.
It was close on the first night, and then the second night Reggie just kind of fucking ran away with it. But
I knew I was
Reggie.
I knew I was done on Sunday. After yeah, that's all right. Cause tiebreakers are back next week.
Good.
The tiebreakers will be back.
Yeah, we've had too many damn ties. Mike hasn't won once since he won the belt. He's just been tying every single time. Can't let that keep happening.
That's crazy. Tiebreakers came back before this will ever be brought back.
And you know the problem is now I'm gonna have to make tiebreakers. I have to do like specifics, so we can't ever have the same shit. I got to really make sure that it's gonna be a lot of numbers, number-based shit. Just to
this is all because this Mike hasn't even been. He's just been winning off of technicalities. He's just been defending off of that.
This is but yeah. So yeah, let's quickly, y'all. I'm not gonna talk about it Monday. Let's quickly get into. We had King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring, and then we had Double or Nothing. The highlight of King and Queen of the Ring was probably Nia hitting that Annihilator.
Right, and murdering, just basically doing a hate crime in front of the Saudi people.
That and then it was dirty.
As I mentioned on Monday, I volunteered to be next.
Me too.
I volunteer to be next. Matter of fact, shit, I'm skipping the line. Anybody that tries to cut me, I'm cutting them.
Like, I saw people talking about like, oh, it was unsafe or whatever, and like Lyra wrestled the next night. Lyra wrestled the next night with no injury. What do you? She's fine.
She got the wind knocked out of her. Like it made perfect sense. Like, all right, squash. You can't breathe for 3 seconds.
It literally was the perfect way for her to win. Like,
man, she just cannot shake those fucking accusations, though. It sucks.
Right, like if she didn't win that way, there's only 2 other options that she could have won by: power slam or power bomb.
I was gonna beat her ass.
Just fucking knock her ass. But man, they do love them some Lyra, and
I can't wait to see Roxanne versus Nia.
Roxanne's got to survive Jordan Grace first. So our winners for the King and Queen of the Ring, of course, were Gunther and Nia Jax, which I think were the ones we were all kind of hoping it would be.
Yeah, they just said fuck me on my SmackDown predictions.
Yeah. Outside of points, you're like, Gunther probably needed that the most, and Nia needed to be reset as the monster that she is. Tomorrow we're going to see Nia's coronation celebration, and
I just hope it doesn't, her coronation celebration. I just hope it doesn't lead to a feud which causes her to lose. Like we all know somebody's going to interrupt the damn celebration, because that's the plan. Don't let it be Jade or Bianca, because then she is going to lose. And you can't have her lose immediately after winning that crown.
You can't have her lose at all right now, because she has to challenge for the belt at SummerSlam.
Well, it can't be Naomi, because Naomi lost to her already. I don't know who could come out there and interrupt her. I mean, besides Bailey, that's the only person.
Fucking Knox.
I hope not.
Joining us, of course, fourth voice you hear is our good friend Tito. And Tito, you said Tegan Knox. Of course, y'all don't know Tegan Knox was the rumored person for Roxanne on Tuesday.
Right.
Thank God that was just a swerve.
That was a super swerve.
Yeah. They apparently had Alexa Bliss's name down as a possibility, and Lita's name, and
Lita would have got the same reaction I would have gave Tegan Knox.
what the fuck are you doing back out here?
Boo. Boo.
And Alexa would have just been like a step above that at this point. Like, what can I do there? Alexa? You back trying to wrestle? Okay.
We also saw.
Yeah, Tiffany. Yeah, I'll be forgetting about Tiffany now, low key.
I don't think Tiffany's going to interfere in Nia's shit.
SmackDown is that women's division is so deep for SmackDown, and Raw is just Raw.
Right, Raw has the same people over and over again. There was no kind of shakeup for that roster, so they're always going to be the same. It's always going to be the Becky and Charlotte show over and over.
Well,
I think
not
not
anymore.
Shake up for Raw.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Lyra show right now.
There you go.
Yes,
Lyra's a shake up, and it's all Lyra. Lyra. Then Double or Nothing happened, and it was all right. It was fine.
Hey, we saw a guy break his leg.
You see how long you just spent talking about it? That's how long we spent talking about it.
Well, I mean, you know.
We saw a guy break his leg. DN.
Yeah, probably one of the nastiest fucking injuries. I mean, it's not as bad as seeing fucking Psycho Sid's leg snap in half.
Oh my god. That was the beginning of me being a wrestling fan. I was like, oh my god.
That was one of the nastiest things I've ever seen in my life.
Edge done lost his legs. Darby got killed by a bus. Jack Perry
He ran over. I forgot. And a dude got set on fire.
And Tony Khan rolled down the ramp like an idiot.
Like a moron. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
John Moxley beat Takeshita in the little eliminator match where Takeshita should have won just to fucking. What are the point of those eliminator matches if no one ever fucking wins?
What's the point of it being an eliminator if they're not even going to win?
That was easy to eliminate you thinking about they should compete for this shit. That's why it's called that.
I think that was Jeff Cobb's whole tweet. Like, why the fuck this dude had a number one contendership match and we got to go through a whole gauntlet?
Yeah.
Just make it a title match if I'm gonna get my ass beat and lose. I can look good in a title match.
They want to eliminate any fucking possibility of fans thinking that this person could be a goddamn champion. That's why it's called an eliminator.
Eliminate any and all hope.
Right.
Yeah. Mox,
eliminate your motherfucking dreams, motherfucker. Sit your ass in the back of the locker room.
You're the number one. Your dream is the number one contender to be eliminated.
Right.
It was fine. It was just like he really needed that fucking win. Like he was in an interview recently. He was like, "Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of being wasted." Like he is. Like Takeshita really.
No, Mongo. Let's bring up what he really said. That pissed me the fuck off.
All right.
This motherfucker had the nerve to say that Japanese wrestlers don't get shine in AEW. Motherfucker, please.
I think the shine
your whole
he's
company
referring to
is based off of fucking Japanese wrestlers.
Yeah, but I think the
Fucking
shine
kidding
he's referring to is like winning the big stuff. Because like until Okada showed up,
Riho was the first fucking.
I understand Riho. Let's focus on the stuff Takeshita could go for. Right? Let's focus on the men real quick. Men wise, Asian and AEW. I think he kind of has a point. Where he's
the only Asian in AEW, men wise.
But Okada.
And Okada got a fucking belt, so there goes his fucking point right away.
Shibata
had a belt.
What belt did he have? A Ring of Honor belt that doesn't matter anymore. Tomohiro Ishii.
But he had a belt.
Tomohiro Ishii.
That motherfucker's 112. He's just happy to be alive.
What the fuck is Wheeler?
Wheeler Yuta's hurt.
Wheeler Yuta was a champ for how long? Exactly.
I think Wheeler Yuta is still champ.
Oh, look at that.
he's holding a belt hostage with an injury. That's what's happening with him. Because if a champion gets hurt on AEW, it's a problem. If a champion gets hurt in Ring of Honor, no one cares. So they can. I think as far as like
he doesn't have a good
because
point. No.
I think he does. If you take the women's side, I think he does.
No.
Kenny, you disagreeing with me by just saying no. It's not an argument.
All right, Peter.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
If he wants to say he's not getting the shine, then yes, I can go with that. But for him to say that Asian wrestlers don't get shine in AEW is a complete bullshit ass lie, yo.
They show
it's
up.
It's a complete bullshit ass lie.
They show up. They show up.
They're
just
on
don't
TV. Win. They just don't win the big ones.
Okada got a belt that they just made 3 months ago. Cool.
And
Okada. He's like one of the biggest stars in the promotion.
Like, it's Okada. Like, honestly, if Tashida was in NXT, he would be in the freaking North American title picture, or even in the NXT title picture.
Yeah, that's the guy that you have 4 mid-card belts in AEW.
Right.
Not one of those is on Takeshita at any point in the past 2 years. That's insane.
Like I said, it's for him, yes. But for him to say overall all Asians in AEW, I can't agree with that. I
think overall men, and I think if you take out the women, I think he's kind of got a point. But that's where
there's been 2 men. I'm sorry. There's been a total of 4 legit Asian men who have been considered full-time wrestlers for AEW. Okada, him, Wheeler Yuta, and Shibata. He's the only one that didn't have a belt.
There's been more than that, though. It's not just the 4. It's been a
lot more.
Who's been
full-time? Who's been full-time?
Full-time? I don't have to go back and look at it. I can't think of the entire 5 years.
They've only come over for special events. They've only come over for special events.
All the time. That's part of the AEW's thing is they bring these motherfuckers in all the time. And a lot of time it's just to lose.
Suzuki was winning until the very end.
No,
Suzuki was winning until the very end.
He was losing unless he was in tag matches.
Nah, come on, man.
Unless he was in tag matches, he was losing.
Nah, bro. Nah.
That's like I kind of get where he's coming from.
No.
As far as you saying no does not invalidate my point, Kenny. Like that's not.
And you re-spitting the bullshit that he's spitting don't validate his fucking point. So I'm no.
Minoru Suzuki is 2-8
Sir,
in AEW.
Your marriage is over.
I was going
to say Minoru Suzuki is 2-8 in AEW.
Didn't Suzuki have the TV title?
What TV title?
Ring of Honor.
He might have, but again. If we're now deciding the Ring of Honor matters, okay, sure.
Oh, but Ring of Honor under AEW doesn't mean nothing.
We've been talking for months how that stuff doesn't matter. Now it matters when this argument pops up, but it doesn't matter before that. Take your pick.
It don't matter to me.
It either matters or it doesn't matter.
It don't matter to me.
I feel like had a belt. So Wheeler Yuta's run did matter. Wheeler Yuta run with the championship don't matter.
Have you been talking?
Not right now.
Have you been watching his Ring of Honor stuff?
No,
not right now. With him because his ass is injured. So of course I haven't been watching.
He hasn't been injured for the past year and a half.
He's actually been on AEW fighting dumb shit with them, not even defending the Ring of Honor fucking title.
Good, because it doesn't matter.
His title run didn't mean anything. It was just to make the Blackpool Combat Club look like something. And now
Suzuki lost that belt in 2022, which was when Ring of Honor got bought out by AEW.
Oh,
so it's not like that was Ring of Honor before it got brought into their company.
Right. He basically got Jonathan Gresham.
Essentially. But they put it on Joe, which is a good one. But I think I kind of get his issue. I really do. Kenny, I need you to do more than just insult me or have an argument. You got to do something better than this.
He's honestly like he has a point because he even knows the bullshit of why y'all got me in this damn eliminator bullshit. This what they being talked about. Like this is stupid. I know I'm losing.
Always on the outside.
If he's talking about himself in particular and how he's not being utilized correctly, I 500% agree with that. But to say overall that Asians in AEW, that's the part that I don't get with. Like I said, when it comes down to him in particular and why he's not been a top superstar, the man beat Kenny Omega clean. The man beat Eddie Kingston
Twice.
clean. Like he's beat the top stars. So he has every right to be upset that his career isn't doing anything. But I can't get with him saying that overall the Asian community within AEW gets no love. I can't get with that.
Okay.
That makes no sense to me when the whole company is based after your culture, based after your programming, based like they want to be y'all so damn bad for you to say that y'all getting no burn. Y'all get so much burn. Y'all had a motherfucking. I am gonna bring up Riho because he didn't just say men. He said the Asian community in general. Yeah, there's so much going on with them that they had a whole tournament to crown the women's champion, and half of the fucking seed was over there. We didn't even get a chance to see it.
Right.
Yeah. Like, because that's how much faith he has in you. He crowned a champion from over there that no one knew who they were over here, because that's how much faith and how much faith he has in that in the Asian community. So I like I said, if we're talking about him in particular, yes.
I said if it comes as a whole, including the women's titles, I am on your side where because it isn't just Riho. Who has held that belt more than anybody on that brand? Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So like if you factor in like both men and women on the roster, that's where your argument gets real tough. Because like Shida's been probably the most dominant women's champion in that company. I think that's where if you split that, I think you get more of an argument.
Yeah.
We can agree and disagree on that.
Yeah, he probably just needed to word that better. He really just needed to say he put Asians when he really was just one, like Kenny said, he really wanted to say himself, but didn't have the balls to say, I need to be booked better.
Right. Like my man, just come out and say it, yo. Like, yo, y'all fucking up with me, bro. Like, I need to be doing more, yo. That's what's really good. Like, y'all thought MJF had to bid more 2024. Y'all don't know. I'm on the rise, baby.
Let's see. She had the longest reign, and then she tied Tony with 3. Yeah. So she definitely currently the most dominant champion. Probably the most dominant champion as a whole.
Company.
Yeah.
In the company. Yeah.
Yeah, like not just that, but just in general, nobody has probably held a belt as often in that promotion.
She's very much protected within AEW.
She's dead John Moxley.
Pretty much, yeah. Whenever they need somebody to come in and do something, if things didn't go as planned, they rely on Shida a lot. And she, it's good that they do. She's good. Right. But like, again, that's where it gets tough. When you're like,
yeah. Yeah.
But again, that's where I said I think my argument would more be you would have to exclude that. The problem is you can't exclude that because of how massive that is and how much they focus on that shit. I think I get what he was trying to say. I do. I kind of get what he's trying to say. Because it's not just him saying that.
He was being a passive aggressive. He's being a passive aggressive bitch instead of saying, TK, book me better. That's what the fuck he was doing. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And there are a lot of people from in New Japan that kind of feel a similar way about it, about just not even just being Asian, but just going from New Japan to there for stuff, and you're kind of there just to eat a loss. Yeah.
Well, I don't get is why New Japan hasn't learned from the relationship that AEW had with TNA. Like they used to go on their programming and shit on them.
And then when it was time for Kenny to drop the belt, he didn't drop it to a TNA guy, dropped it to a AEW guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they could drop it to a TNA guy. No rub whatsoever from that 7-month reign where he Tony and the boys just called TNA fans idiots. There was no payoff. And now Tony's playing the babyface boss because he couldn't help himself. Let's get into trying to look right now. So the stuff for Jordan Grace. So we'll talk about NXT a little bit. Jordan Grace and Ethan Page both showed up on Tuesday night. It was so close to the chest, like that no one knew shit. That the only reason Jordan knew Ethan was there was because she showed up at the same gym he was going to that morning.
Right.
And he had to say, don't ruin this for me. Don't. You know, it's a last second thing. And Shawn Michaels even said this was kind of a last minute decision to bring in Paige for this. So I'm kind of curious who it would have been if it wasn't for Paige.
I'm gonna be honest. A person that I wouldn't have mind seeing come attack Trick Williams from TNA, even though he's in a tag team, Ace Austin.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have mind seeing. I wouldn't have mind seeing that. I even wouldn't have mind seeing Chris Bay by himself. Either member of Ace of Bay could have been good. Shit, you could have actually had Trey Miguel come in.
Yeah.
And then Wes be like, dude, what's up? What the fuck are you doing here?
What are you
doing? Right. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
There are quite a few. TNA has quite a few heels, actually, or guys that fit. You know, they have this one guy that comes in. He's their Triple H. He's a Triple H champion. Nick Namath. He would be a good guy that could have came in also. He reminds me of that Dolph Ziggler dude.
Yeah, that kid's got a good future ahead of him.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Nick the AAA? What's that other belt he got? The New Japan Global Champion too.
I think he lost that.
He lost that
maybe.
One. Probably.
All I know is if Dolph Ziggler, if we're sitting up at NXT and I hear I'm here to show the world,
Matt's gonna scream like a 4-year-old. Matt's gonna scream like a teenage girl at a goddamn NSYNC concert.
I'm gonna scream like grandma on top. I'm gonna scream.
Yeah,
like Flanders with them curtains.
Oh my God!
That's
Flanders screen is real.
I'm screaming like Flanders because HBK hates him. So heartbreak Dolph. He despises that man. So he can get him to come back and be bygones, I'll be shocked. He got serious. He got to the point where he took Dolph aside and told him, like, stop with the tribute to me. Stop it. Do your own thing.
You know what? You know who else I wouldn't have mind seeing come and attack Trick? And it's not like it would have hurt his character any. Sami Callihan.
That'd been another great. Oh shit, he's back.
He's back. Yeah, he can bring back the worst finisher in pro wrestling. Do y'all remember that shit when he would like do the pendulum off the ropes, body splash.
Yeah, that was
bullshit.
horrible.
That was awful.
Man, that man we walked into NXT and we walked his ass right back
Like,
Out.
man,
TNA.
I wonder where Solomon Crow's at. Oh shit, he's in TNA.
Mhm.
Been gone for like 3 weeks. What the fuck? Piggy's mentioned Joe Hendry. Interesting you bring that up. Because the New Day were discussing on Twitter who they would like to see in like a TNA WWE crossover. And Xavier said, one, we have 2 things we want to do. 1, win the TNA tag team titles. 2, create a song with Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry
I
responded.
believe in Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry responded and was like, yeah, absolutely. All 4, let's make a song together. So it looks like this collaboration, this like Jordan Grace thing, it didn't, and she says it in the interview with Busted Open. She's carrying the deal, the pairing of these 2 companies on her shoulders. Like, this has to go well. And if this goes well with her and Roxanne, we're about to see some magic happen.
Say their name and they'll
You know what I
appear. We believe in the New Day.
I wonder if now that Trips is allowing things like this to happen, if Xavier can fully open up, down now. Like fully go back to having his crew, getting Breeze on there, getting Claudio on there, like getting Zig, getting Namath on there, like, you know, like go back to his full crew the way he used to have them boys on there. I wonder if that can happen now, because like I don't think Claudio ever said anything bad about WWE after he left.
He streams with them. He's just not on the channel.
Yeah.
He's just not on that channel with them.
Claudio and Cole, they still do what is it? The Party?
The Party,
They still do that
yeah.
on Twitch. They just So like, I think Triple H, and that all happened around the time that Vince got taken out. So I think that's already kind of happening, and it would be great to see them officially on the channel, like you said. That'd be great to just open it back up more. And I think we were getting close when G4 was happening, because Woods was like a major part of that, and they were actually inviting AEW talent there while Woods was around.
Yeah,
to get
AEW has a gaming channel now that, I mean, I guess
It's
somebody watches it.
It's all right. So I think that as far as if it's a possibility, now that Trips, like you said, now that Trips is in charge of it, and he seems to care a little bit less about the stricter guidelines of all this.
Right. He's just pretty much like, right. Trips is just like, please. Nobody touch nobody inappropriately. Nobody show nobody nothing inappropriately. Nobody take any inappropriate pictures, and y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want. That's pretty much what he's like. Like, please, just as long as, like, please, don't get no charge or no case, and y'all can do what y'all need, yo, for real.
Like, I don't know if it's gonna make us a lot of money, but it's gonna draw attention. And just don't get arrested. I don't fucking care. Whatever. Just
right.
Don't go to jail.
That's our main thing right there. Don't go to fucking jail.
Speaking of jail,
right? Like, if you can look at the priest and tell him what you do for a living, then you're all right. You're all right.
Well,
speaking of jail,
let's jump into the big news of the day.
We're gonna get a Hall of Fame match in prison, baby.
A WWE Hall of Famer has been convicted on 34 counts. Of course, a little bit lesser known as the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump. His New York, the bribery case that he's been dealing with the past month and a half. He's got 3 other indictments to deal with this year. The jury came out with a verdict pretty damn fast. They kind of walked in the door, just said, yeah, he's fucking guilty, and then walked back out the door. Which is
going to lead to the appeal of this shit. I know it's going to lead to the appeal.
Oh, it's getting appealed. It is. But going forward, he's a convicted felon.
But here's the bullshit. That still does not keep him from being able to be your United States president. Like what it takes to be the U.S. president is so minimal, it's ridiculous. You just have to be over 35, a naturally born citizen, and live in a state for at least 14 years.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it.
Pretty much, that's exactly what they did, Batty. He's one of the yeah, I'm a felon, and what? Like now he really think he bad. Speaking of other felons or soon to be felons, yeah, Mongo, talk about his boy.
Oh Lord! All right, so since January, Vince McMahon has been. That's about all we can say about the Trump stuff, by the way, because
that's it.
That's really all. That's if you've been following the case, he got fucking convicted. We'll know about it more in July, I think.
July 11th is his sentencing.
So we'll talk about it more then. So yeah, Vince has been in a ongoing civil case with Janel Grant since January, but we had heard back then. Oh, just in time to talk about corruption. Here's this motherfucker, the current predictions champion, Mike fucking. Yeah, the good stoner, Mike Ciampa. Yeah.
What's up, my brothers?
All right, so
see, wasn't even me this time. Wasn't even me this time. Mm-hmm.
Back to the important matter at hand. So yeah, Vince. Back around January, we had heard rumblings, and there were reports of like, this might go federal. Like, oh shit! If it goes federal, he's fucked.
Well, guess what, folks?
That's when they have a case against you. Well, the DOJ asked Janel Grant's lawyers to put a pause on their shit so they could focus on Vince. So Vince is screwed because they don't do that. They don't bring a case against you unless they got something.
Yeah. Vince, shit ain't looking good for you, my man.
Nah,
shit ain't looking good for you, boy. Shit is not looking good for you.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the let's see. Ms. Grant has consented to a request by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York to stay her case against Mr. McMahon, WWE, and Mr. Laurinaitis pursuant to a pending non-public investigation. We'll cooperate with all appropriate next steps. We remain confident the evidence will prove Ms. Grant's allegations are false and her complaint is nothing more than a fabricated, vindictive narrative from a disgruntled former girlfriend, says Jessica Rosenberg, partner with the Caswitz Benson Torres LLP, McMahon's counsel. No, he's fucked.
Here's the thing. You worried about Ms. Grant. Listen, they told her to chill, so Ms. Grant should be the least of your motherfucking worries right now, homeboy.
Yeah, don't even ignore that for a second. You got to just like not worry about that because
your ass definitely got bigger fish to fry, motherfucker. And like I said in the chat, this is the feds. The feds been waiting for this shit ever since he beat that Supreme Court case with the roids. They've been waiting for this shit, and they're like, "Oh, we got his ass. We got his ass good. Hold on, Missy. You gonna get your money, boo boo. Don't worry, but hold on. Let us get this real quick.
Yeah, the feds.
Because guess what? You can get more money if his ass is already in jail. You have to do less proving of anything that you doing if his ass is already in jail, and you can get more money.
We said
that's pretty much what's bound to happen.
We said that when we found out that he didn't pay her the first fucking time, that she was going to make a shit ton more money.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I believe, going back into the idea of him trafficking. Because of those fucking like it's open and shut, kind of cut looking case. Like they have texts of him telling her where to go to meet somebody to help
in another state.
In another state. Like they got him. That's it. That's open and shut. So we saw these two news stories break today on the same day.
Pervs Anonymous.
Didn't think this would be the WrestleMania 23 reunion we were going to be getting, but here we are. we're gonna get that rematch in a pin somewhere.
To Catch a Predator was on a roll today. They got 2-1, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but like, anytime we hear anything about Vince's stuff, it's never Vince is getting out of this. He's proving it. It's just every time it's like, oh, that motherfucker is guilty. Jesus Christ, he's guilty as hell.
In the words
50 Cent.
Nah, in the words of my girl Mary J. Blige, he going down.
In the words
He going down. Pretty
in the
much.
words of 50 Cent. Yeah, that nigga did that shit.
I shared you that clip someone shared of Dave Chappelle talking about when he like met OJ and they closed the door.
Yeah.
He did that shit. Oh shit, he's on the loose. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Parole.
Oh shit. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good.
He got paroled.
Yeah. So yeah, just an interesting day. Nothing as far as like a lot of details, but just straight up factual. That guy got convicted. This guy's about to get butt fucked by the government. It's damn.
Hey fellas, men out there, look at me. No means no. Okay? Because as the old saying goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Okay? If she says no, leave her the fuck alone. I don't care how much power you have, how much money you have. You will not get away from that shit. Because you know what's more powerful than your money, than your stature? What she got down there. Okay? And that
makes the world go round.
Mm-hmm. And if you fuck around with that thing down there in an inappropriate way, it will come back to bite you in the ass in the worst way. Not only in your pockets, but you're gonna be.
And here's the thing: to add on to that, check this out. To all you people that think you are rich and powerful, they will get you the most. Because you are rich, the more rich and more powerful you are, the more it will hurt when that scorned woman finally decides to release her anger. So, don't do it, my friends.
Matt,
don't do it.
Mark always say that thing down there is more powerful than the government.
Right.
More powerful than the government. And if you fuck over, and if you abuse a woman, you mistreat a woman, especially when it comes to that, hey, bro, you're done. You are done. So, fellas, and we've said this for years on this podcast, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. And you won't have these problems. You give women the utmost respect, just like you want them to give you the utmost respect. Keep your dirty fucking mitts to yourself. She doesn't owe you shit. She don't owe you a goddamn thing.
In Vince's case, keep your shit to yourself.
Because a lot of times,
close your cheeks, nigga. You better hold them closed. Where you going?
And a lot of times with men, unfortunately, we think we're our smaller head instead of our bigger head.
Right.
Take that how you want to take it.
It's a beautiful thing seeing these two old ass motherfuckers actually get some kind of justice against them. It just kind of
it feels
like
it's
this
good.
The world we have is a rough one. So
when you get to see some kind of enjoyment and peace like this, you take it in.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll hear about more of that very soon, I'm sure. It's supposed to be a private case, but of course, if they go after him, he's going to be in private holding. So we'll hear more of that in the coming months. I wanted to talk to y'all about a possible release from the WWE. My boy, Brooks Jensen.
Lord. We was just asking about him. And now he gone.
My boy. The man that looked like Magnum TA's son. They gave him one Journey song, and I was like, yes! Bring him out. Let's make this real. And he's gone. He out.
Let him got his ass beat by Oba and never to be seen again.
Yeah.
You know, people got too mad with that Journey song. That shit threw him all the way off. If
they just bopped the damn right to the song, he'd be.
Stop fucking lying. No, you didn't. You ain't had no gut feeling. You ain't know nothing about no damn Brooks Jensen, Kanisha. Don't be lying.
Real quick though, I want to show you guys. This is why I don't think.
We love you, Kanisha.
I can't tell if this is legit or not. Have y'all seen his Twitter?
Because he still hashtag NXT. He still has
I guess it's him. I don't know.
But he still has WWE behind his name too. Like,
he does. That takes a while to change. Usually, but again, he did tag NXT. And then watch. This is right after he got his ass whooped. Right, he is just post after post after post after post.
I bet you don't about his asses. Well, it's been real, y'all.
Of him getting hammered drunk at all times, every day, every single day.
That's why his ass.
Oh wait, is he drunk driving? Go back to that. What? Oh no.
He even got Jimmy Uso going. God damn, nigga.
Then he sat in the crowd to level up. He sat in the crowd to level up and said nobody noticed him.
Yeah, because his ass was drunk.
Looking like he's writing a fucking suicide note here. Like, what the hell are these pictures?
He drunk. He got problems. That dude was taking pictures and was probably didn't even know he was
going on with that.
He was probably
Roxanne has been working stiff at live events in preparation for her possible Julia match, but it's a problem when I do it. Hashtag WNXT. Hashtag listen to me.
Oh yeah.
Like
drinking,
do you see all of this?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? But I'm like, I don't know if he's really gone.
Nah, his ass is fired.
Is he gone because of all this? Or is this part of the bit?
I don't think
I'm
so.
hoping this is part of the bit.
Nah, I think that not gone. Nah, he
because
gone.
If that's just I think the drinking thing was it was something he was going to do for his gimmick, because the last time we saw him at NXT, he was like, I don't know, this is for me. You know, it's just not working out. You know, my friends abandoned me and I just can't get you going. And it looked like that's kind of, he was going to go in the direction of that character. And now he's supposed to be gone.
I think he's gone. Because you know why? I just thought about that. After I just said I think it's part of his character. Part of his character or not, WWE wouldn't be allowing, if this was a part of his character, him to be posting actual alcoholic drinks. I don't think they would go that far just yet. They're not on Netflix just yet.
Well, I mean, they had Stone Cold show up a lot, and he was always drinking beers. So what's the is it because social media, like, is it more influential, or
yeah,
you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're wrestling is hitting a different and bigger crowd and going across genres that they've never crossed before now.
Yeah.
And social media does help with that. So them blatantly promoting it like that, like when Corbin does it, he's doing it like preparing for his food thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's pairing it with whatever steak or meat he's prepared for the day.
yeah, it's like a genuine food pairing. Like there are actual food pairings with like wines and bourbons with certain meats and stuff like that. This, I don't think they would promote someone having an alcoholic problem.
Especially while he's operating a vehicle.
Apparently, this whole thing is everybody is this one big question.
It's one of those things where, like, I had not heard of any, because he made a tweet about like, but why I work stiff. I have never heard anyone say that he works stiff. I've never seen reports about it. I've not like
this nigga making shit up.
Well, I mean that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, is this that part where he posts his like booking info? Why would you do that if you're not because then you're like, people are like, oh, we can get a fucking former WWE person in our show, and then you send an email and it's like, sorry, motherfucker, I'm just playing. It's part of a bit. Don't mean to, like, you know. Meltzer also talked about when they broke up that trio, and he said something about how like sometimes when you break up a group, the one you expect to move up and take it in stride isn't the one that ends up doing it after all. He said the problem is he doesn't think Briggs or Jensen have benefited from the split. Now, I think Briggs has benefited greatly from the split.
Right, he got thrown in a North American title picture. Like he's definitely benefited from this.
Yeah, he's been having like big matches. I don't know why that. And then Fallon floundered, and now she's healed, but like,
who cares?
But Jensen, I think people were kind of expecting Jensen to be one of those like underdog baby faces, like a Sammy, you know. But
it was the Magnum TA look. It was the mullet and stash. People were digging it.
And the jacket and the trunks, and he's a hairy bastard, apparently. And
Jim Ross rocked my world. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Mongo.
Yeah.
Jim Ross out here slinging that slobber knocker, y'all.
Kenny just admitted that Jim Ross gave him a real good night about 2 decades ago.
Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Fuck JR. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.
Oh. That's not the barbecue sauce I was hoping for.
Right, that wasn't the Oklahoma I was thinking of.
That's that Oklahoma white sauce. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. It's not Alabama. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.
Give him that boomer sooner.
Skeet, skeet. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.
Mongo shared an article with us.
You heard the boomer cooler.
That said, Missy Hyatt. Like Missy Hyatt said that this nigga Jim Ross, the same Jim Ross that's falling downstairs.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned, Jim. Oh,
when he ain't falling down them stairs, he
following something else.
Yeah, my man looking like an extra from Dynasty. That's what I always thought Jim Ross looked like.
No, he's like an extra off of Dallas.
That's what I'm. Definitely.
Oh, so I found this article about the Vince stuff.
No,
like,
it ain't just Vince.
No,
it ain't just Vince
Oh,
being talked about.
Oh no.
It's John Laurinaitis and the WWE are all being investigated by the DOJ.
People power gonna have a new meaning soon.
Hey, until that shit came out, I can separate people power, the gimmick, from the person. I fucks with people power. That shit was stupid as fuck, but it was funny as fuck to me. He is ass. The greatest contribution to wrestling is the RKO. And you see how he didn't call it the name he called it. It's the RKO.
Shit, before that it was the damn diamond cutter.
Everybody then took his move.
You said all of WWE is being investigated?
It's they say the WWE as an entity, as well as Johnny Ace are being investigated.
Because it was under Vince's control at that time.
That and also it was mentioned by Grant and all these other things that there were other higher ups in there that were taking part in all this.
Oh yeah, that it was basically the most known unknown thing.
No, Trips, please no.
Trips,
please.
Stephanie. That means Linda gonna end up probably getting investigated too. Everybody, yeah, it's a house of cards. That's why Vince made sure that shit got already bought.
Shane, Steph, Trips, please no.
Well,
please.
We said that this would go away.
Yeah, we knew that more higher ups are going to be named. We're just hoping it's not them. We're hoping it's not.
That's literally what I hear about.
Like, take down everybody. Please don't let it be them. Like, I hope.
No,
if they're involved,
don't take down everybody, man. Because I don't want my man. I don't want Jason Jordan to be being some shit neither.
Well, as long as he wasn't involved in the shit, that's like if you're involved, then I hope you go to hell. But hopefully those people weren't involved with it, and we can move on, and those bastards can go fry, and we can move on.
Right? Tyson Kidd, don't get involved. I bet not hear your little. I bet not hear your little fake ass peak of a hairstyle is involved in anything. Just fucking produce matches,
bro. Can we talk? Is that not the worst haircut in wrestling?
Him and Big E are going neck and neck. Him and Big E are neck and neck with the worst and the worst.
Who got the worst haircut?
Tyson Kidd got it for the white boys. Big E got it for the brothers.
Man, Tyson Kidd don't get his haircut. You know one of them cats just clawing his ass.
Like that's just a leftover skins.
Cats fucking.
Like, what was that? Like, how do you go to the barber? How do you go to the barber and say, "Let me leave this, but just this much in the front, just this much."
Tupac didn't die of old age. Tyson killed him. He fucked his head up one too many times. He died just like Tupac. Who killed Tupac? We don't know.
Speaking of Jason Jordan, he better be glad he wasn't Vince's black son. Otherwise, he would be numero uno in the investigation list.
Speaking of Jason Jordan,
it's about to be a Royal Rumble in jail. You got the Diddler, the Trumpler, and Vince.
He's singing the national anthem.
And
speaking of
Bill Cosby, right when Bill Cosby got out, about 40 other people got in.
Kenny mentioned a little news about Chad Gable, which is broken by Fightful, and that is his contract expiring next week?
Yeah, next week. Like what the shit? He's in a storyline.
He gonna keep getting them extensions. He gonna pull a Drew.
Like, what the shit is this? My man is in a storyline.
Go right ahead and get released. We will take that free pickup. Go ahead and let him go. Go right ahead. We will take the free pickup.
Right.
Right. And we're still first in Ravens, bitches.
I don't. I mean, he's got to be getting re-signed, right? Like, I don't.
Right.
He's in the middle of the biggest story on Raw right now
in his career.
There's no way in hell because if they get rid of him, that's like an hour and a half of Raw. You got to just figure shit out for because he has a match. Otis has a match.
That's their mid-card feud.
Otis gonna kill him, y'all. This whole time we were saying the Creed's gonna turn on, gonna help jump Otis. No, that's how Gable gonna die. They'll just beat Gable's ass
Not
off
even.
the screen.
We like the Creed's gonna help Gable win. And the Creed's is here to serve that nigga his pink slip. That's what they gonna show up and do.
They gonna do that long camera shot to him getting murdered.
They gonna show dressed like how Tommaso Ciampa did when he first appeared in WWE.
We're here to fire you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So, according to this report, next Friday is when his deal expires.
He'll be getting re-signed at Saturday at 12 at midnight.
He's getting a lot of outside looks from other companies, obviously.
WWE
is interested in re-signing. I mean, he's 38 years old. Like,
nobody got no money though besides AEW, and then nobody you gonna get lost in the shuffle there.
Right. Like, Chad, keep your ass right here, bro. Like, don't do it.
You saw where Ethan Page just came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Page showing up, just don't go there. Looking like Adam Sandler and Billy Madison. Cherish it.
Mm-mm.
Cherish it.
Like, dude, you better go talk to Andrade and Ethan Page before you think about going to AEW.
Andrade's on fucking speed, and he's like, I'd rather be here than that shit. At least I'm showing up.
They're having some super what the fuck matchups on that speed shit. Like what? I don't even know how are these people moving in 3 minutes.
The show that Bronson Reed being in that shit confused the hell out of me. How the fuck? That's the fastest I've ever seen Bronson Reed move. He climbed that turnbuckle like a cruiserweight.
Oh, these people have a strong.
That's what
You're making them wrestle in 3 minutes. This ain't fair.
So yeah, I think that's about most of the news for the week. We can talk a bit more about Sexy Red. The numbers aren't out yet, but Sexy Red's appearance has been hitting the rounds all over the place, everywhere.
Listen, I have family members who don't watch wrestling that hit me up and said, "Bro, Sexy Red was on Next."
Yeah, she'll be on Next on Deck next week.
I said NXT, but yeah. They were like, what was that like? I was like, BET Uncut. They were like, word? Sent them a couple of clicks. They were like, yo, I gotta watch this. I'm like, you sure do?
Damn right.
And while you watching that, watch my show too.
Exactly. Let's talk about a little Dynamite from last night. Did any of y'all watch Dynamite last night?
Yeah, I did. It bored the fuck out of me.
Not a great episode.
It bored the absolute fuck out of me.
Tell me what they did with the TNT title.
So I was right about them wanting to do what I was like. They're going to give it to Jungle Boy.
Yeah, right. They eventually, but now Christopher Daniels is now interim VP.
Which what shit?
Yep, because
and they are doing exactly what NXT did with the women for the North American title. They're going to have a series of matches to lead up to a ladder match for the TNT title.
Yep.
Because they have to figure out, basically they're going to hold a tournament, even though I love tournaments. Kind of after the King and Queen of the Ring.
You don't want to do it. You don't want to do a tournament.
I don't want to do a tournament. All right, let's have a battle royal, a gauntlet. Do like you did the Raw Women's. The women's world title. Do like you did the women's world title and have a battle royal and get this shit over with. Like we don't need a progression to figure out who we want, because I feel like it's just going to lead us into a final of versus whoever.
No, it's not going to be
versus whoever, probably.
No,
It's
no,
not.
no, 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 Matt. What happens is it's just like what NXT did for the North American women's
You're
title.
gonna go through a combine too?
No, they're gonna have a series of
Oh,
matches, and the winners of those matches
are
are
going
going
to
to
a ladder
go to
match?
are going to a ladder match
Oh
at
my
Forbidden Door.
God. So Jungle Boy, just for Jungle Boy to be featured at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh God.
Because they're not for nothing. Remember, they got the
Just for Jungle Boy to win at Forbidden Door. We're doing all this. Oh my God, this is gonna be
they
so stupid.
they got the
I'm
old
saying they're doing the exact same thing that they did
If
for
I
the
ever
women for
meet
the
Tony
North American
Khan,
title.
if I ever meet Tony Khan, I'm slapping him upside the head like the Usos and Roman, the bloodline to slap Austin Theory. Because this is just fucking utterly stupid. Because you're stopping the elite from putting the belt on Jungle Boy. All right, so you're just gonna prolong it all the way to Forbidden Door. So somebody, I don't know, the elite, I don't know, all the elite can just go out there and interfere, and then he can climb up on the ladder and grab the brass ring, aka the TNT title. So it's May 30th. So in about what 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be talking about Jungle Boy as TNT champion.
We're also going to
Because
talk
they
about.
because they didn't want to do it on the 29th.
We're also going to talk about Swerve's match with Will Ospreay that they're doing at Forbidden Door.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
This is
casino.
rush. This is rush.
Yeah, so they're doing a casino battle royal, and which of course is it's a gauntlet where it can end at any point, and you never know how long it's going to be, and you don't really have a timer to tell you when someone's coming out. It just kind of happens at random.
Yeah,
And
that was the part that was throwing me off. I was like, well, didn't somebody just fucking come out? Okay, but when's the next person? The next person didn't come out till after commercial break, but we have 4 people come out in this 30-second time span. What the fuck is going on? When did this motherfucker get in the ring? Who told him what the shit is this? Like, it's very confusing.
It's their attempt at like doing a different version of a battle royal. Of Raw, but it includes like someone get pinned in the first 5 minutes. Like, then just do a match. Just do a regular match then.
Oh yeah, that's not a battle royal. That's just some bullshit.
See, it's the gauntlet where no one's really running a gauntlet. It's just people are running into the ring to get the pin, and you can't. It doesn't happen when everybody's in the ring. It can just happen whenever.
That shit sounds like
Ass.
you just heard. That shit sounds like if somebody just turned the settings off on the game.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the shit like a little kid would make up. Like, no, we're gonna have it's a battle royal, but people run in but you have to hope that you're first, or someone gets pinned, and you might not even get to wrestle.
That's cute. All about that,
That's cute,
Mr.
Jimmy.
Mike.
That's adorable.
Shut
the fuck up.
It
I don't
doesn't
give
make
a
any,
shit.
doesn't make any goddamn sense. But so they already have one this year for Will Ospreay to challenge for for Roddy's belt, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He wins the next one. Will Ospreay wins the next one. So now he gets to challenge Swerve for the world title at Forbidden Door.
So this is where Ospreay gets his first loss against Swerve.
I would assume he loses the Swerve. Possibly the Don Callis family screws him over.
Speaking of Don Callis, there's a new member of
his ass.
There's a new member of the Don Callis family. Don Callis tried to recruit Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy tore up the contract. Statlander and Stokely said, of course, Don Callis, my best friend, accepts your offer. Trent Beretta is now part of the Don Callis.
Oh my god.
Double motherfucking ass. Ass on top of ass. Ass squared. Booty,
Oh,
booty,
yeah.
booty, booty, booty,
So
booty.
only me and Kenny, I guess, watched AEW. We're both saying, don't watch AEW. Don't watch Dynamite. No, don't spend the 2
tomato,
hours.
Tomato.
And then, Mongo, were you not confused as hell that they showed a whole little promo segment of Sky Blue being this rough and tougher person to get back to get her Mercedes belt, and she attacks Mercedes, and then we get the match the same fucking night?
The same fucking night? Yes, Kenny. I was very confused. Also, because they had advertised another women's match the same night, and then instead of doing that match, they did this match.
Because that's what happens when apparently, remember, Tony Khan said before the fracture Edge's leg decided to snap, he was like, oh, Edge was going to be a big part of the show. So I had to do a whole bunch of rewrites.
He's been rewriting shit all year. He's been doing
So
press every week.
I bet you that promo, he ended up having to fast forward that damn match. It was probably supposed to happen next week.
But he could have still done that. So because
Kenny, just stupid.
They had a whole ass the way that promo set up, and the way that they were talking about it, and the way that they had Sky Blue attack Mercedes. That was not a same night type of feel. That was something that should feel like it's supposed to be prolonged over at least 2 to 3 weeks to build up to a fucking match. Not 20 minutes later.
Right, because AEW is real good at promos. I'll give them that. So for them to psych you out with something like that, yeah, I'll definitely be pissed off.
Yes, there goes Batty. This chick.
Soraya, yeah, she was. That's what I'm talking about. So first off, Kenny,
who the hell are you? I don't know who she is, but I'm sure she was supposed to fight somebody.
Kenny, correct me if I'm wrong. The Mercedes, her celebration to open the show, right?
Yeah.
And then she got attacked by Sky Blue during the segment.
Yeah.
The next segment was Swerve against Kill Switch for no fucking reason other than
none whatsoever.
Just to promote House of Dragons, baby. House of Dragons.
Just to promote House of Dragons. You're absolutely correct.
Swerve is
fucking house call.
Why is Swerve just? Why are you using your world champion like this? What the fuck are we doing?
I told you. It's been weird since he's won.
It hasn't been the main focus of anything.
Really?
The best match Swerve has had since he has been world champion was his first defense. And I was highly pissed off that it was him and Claudio on fucking Collision. That is the best match of Swerve's fucking defense since he's been champion. And I am totally pissed off about it.
They treat Swerve as world champion almost as if, just like when WCW would treat their world champion having a match in like the middle of the card, basically, that's how basically Mall of America WCW, like that type of era of WCW.
I'm gonna say this, and I've said this from the beginning, since the beginning.
They've been WCW from the start.
No, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this since I've said this since the beginning of AEW. AEW, whether they want to believe it or not, relies too heavily on former WWE superstars. You build your whole show and program around a former WWE superstar and CM Punk, and you had a rift between the roster. You build your whole show around former WWE superstar Adam Copeland, and he breaks his fucking leg. You build your whole show around Mercedes Moné, the women's mid-card champion. So now your Tony Storm, your Swerves look like absolute shit. And the only reason why MJF didn't look like shit during his title run is because of his absurdly dominant presence. That's the only reason. Right now, your FTW championship Who is it held by? A former WWE superstar, Chris Jericho. 3 of your major titles that you are heavily promoting, the only 3 that you are actually heavily promoting, are held by former WWE superstars. When you have homegrown talent, that's your problem. And you don't want to admit that. You rely too much on the fact that these guys come from an established production so that they can lead the locker room, they can show you what to do because you don't know what to do. That's the problem. And you're forgetting one thing about these former WWE superstars. Unfortunately, WWE knew how to prolong their career, so these guys are old now. They can't do the shit they used to do.
They're treating Swerve, honestly.
You built a whole nother segment of your show, a whole nother portion of your roster about being the best fighters on earth. And who are they led by? 3 former WWE superstars: Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, and Claudio Castagnoli. You're relying too much on former WWE talent when you have homegrown talent.
Oh, they got too much talent. That's another problem right there.
It goes that to everything that Kenny just said. It coincides with what I've always said about them. They have an identity crisis.
Mm-hmm.
They've been, this company has been alive for 5 years, and they still have an identity crisis. Everything that Kenny said, with them relying too much on former WWE talent, them with all these fucking belts like they're New Japan. They don't know what their identity is. Like, what is your identity? What is AEW in its core? We still don't know that.
We knew what AEW was. AEW in its core is what it was the very first year it came out.
The best year they ever had of their 5 years.
The very first year it came out, it was filled with nothing but homegrown talent, showcasing and busting their ass, proving that they belong here on the fucking big leagues with everybody else. And it was
before
amazing.
Before they had a bloated roster. Like, if they just
where the fuck is Scorpio Sky?
I don't know where he's at. His greatest contribution is shout out to the Lakers. His greatest contribution is Genie. That damn belt. That Laker theme belt is his greatest contribution to AEW. But to Kenny's point, I don't know where the fuck he at.
You know where the fuck he's at? He's doing fucking commercials. What's that fucking phone company with the green dot? The fuzzy green dot? What the fuck is it?
Cricket.
He's doing cricket commercials. He's the black wrestler on the cricket commercial. I peeped that the other fucking day.
Yeah, I think the last time he was on any kind of AEW thing, it was a Ring of Honor. Like, he was working with Paige again. For Paige left.
He got screwed being with the old people. Because once they floundered, he was fucked.
What he should have been able to do was leave Kaz and Daniels.
Yeah.
And elevate upward. But instead, he left Kaz and Daniels and got with Mark Sterling. And nobody has really done anything because of Mark Sterling. Like, Jade Cargill was already dominating like a motherfucker when Mark Sterling became her manager. But everybody else that Mark Sterling has touched has just done jack shit. Even when you're fighting against the motherfucker, Wardlow's like heat and popularity tanked because he had a feud with Mark Sterling.
Oh, apparently, as of 2 weeks ago, or maybe a little bit longer, the 11th, Scorpio Sky was on Rampage, candidly talking about life after injury. So he's been hurt.
Well, shit. But even before he got hurt, he wasn't doing anything.
And someone said not going to last
for 2 years.
Even on the roster.
I feel like I haven't seen Scorpio Sky in like 3 years, to be honest with you.
I haven't seen Scorpio Sky, honestly, since like 2021.
Exactly.
I don't know where the fuck he been at.
The last time I saw him, it was a tweet about Ring of Honor. And again, he was helping out Ethan Page. and that was in 2023.
You know it's bad when the last
Like-
time you were seen by someone is through a fucking tweet.
Yeah, that ain't good.
And Mark Stone even said so inspiring. Stop. Leave him alone.
The
I don't know
potential
where the
that
hell he been at.
the potential they have with Scorpio Sky, and they just squandered it. But the comments, yeah. So it was supposed to be Soraya and Mariah May last night.
Oh
in a
Lord.
match. And
People already got Scorpio Sky being under the learning tree. So
God,
Oh Lord.
they already forced Brian Keith into that shit. Let's not do this again.
they'll put all the black people.
Is
They'll
he a
put all the
midget?
black people under Jericho.
Brian Keith?
No,
He has midget features. Like,
his greatest contribution is coming out the steel tip.
like the head and the arms, like very willowish. Like
Mr. Potato Head build.
he has very midget-like features. It's like, yo.
I maybe. Jesus, cookies. His head is.
You ain't lying. Like, this nigga has absolutely no neck. He is straight head, shoulders, like just straight. Like he is straight Stewie. Like he got to put the shoulders up to balance that bitch. Just
real quick. So, do y'all remember the last match Brian Keith was in? It was an important match. Do you remember what it was?
He had a
it
match
was-
against Jericho, I think. What didn't he?
It was he was in a triple threat to see who Jericho was going to face.
Oh yeah.
He got double tapped up by Hook and Shibata.
and then he went and started taking up the buck from Jericho.
So everyone that was involved in that triple threat
Damn right I do, Reggie.
had to win a match, right? They had to advance to the triple threat. Give me your best guess of who he beat to get there.
Wardlow.
No.
No.
I guarantee you'll never guess his name.
John
Give
Silver.
me the best guess of what?
Who do you think Brian Keith beat? There's supposed to be 3 matches to determine who's going to be in the triple threat.
To
to
get
beat
that
Jericho.
triple threat. Okay.
And if you think, all these great contenders, and like it was Hook and Shibata fought guys they were clearly always going to beat.
Right.
Brian Keith was someone that like, oh, he just got signed. He's cool, but he's not winning shit. So who's the guy that's going to beat him coming out? The guy that came out was lower than him.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Lower than
Man, Kenny both said, oh my God.
Lower than him?
All right. Ready?
I'm forgetting. Danhausen.
No. Denhausen, I think he might be higher on the totem pole than him.
What's his name? Daddy
Nope.
Magic?
Nope. And these are good guesses, but still, but the reason is the guy he fought was a guy that hasn't been on like regular TV in a long ass time.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Someone from ROH.
He has had 2 matches in AEW this year. He's always on Collision, and he was on Collision a lot in 2020.
Jungle Boy from Wish.
The man,
Oh, the
The
nigga
man-
with the mustache.
the
The
man.
white boy with the mustache.
That didn't narrow it down that much. The Blade.
Oh, not Blade. The
Butcher.
one that looks like an 80s rocker, but with the mustache.
I'm going with Avalon.
Butcher.
Yes,
still
yes,
with the
that's what I'm
company?
thinking. Avalon.
Oh, Peter Avalon. No,
Yeah.
Beefcake Boulder.
Who?
That was in unison. That was in unison. He fought Beefcake Boulder.
We got niggas named Beefcake Wrestling 2024?
Beefcake
Hey,
Boulder,
hey, hey,
formerly known
the greatest
as
wrestler in House of Glory is my man Sweet Cheeks.
formerly known as Bear Boulder of the Iron Savages.
Oh, I kind of know who that is.
Is
Oh,
that
their
old
bullshit
fat dude?
version of Otis.
Yeah, those are the three fat guys that walk out. I'm like, we're gonna eat all the ass. Ah, those guys. That's who he fought.
Was it that old fat dude? He got like the
No.
gray buzz cut.
He's part of it, but no, he's like it's like one of the other bigger guys.
I didn't know the
Oh
cup
my!
of champagne.
Beefcake bowl.
I'll get you a picture.
Nigga, please.
No,
I
I'm
get
still
you.
mad when Greg said his name and we all of us on unison said, who? All of us said some different variation. Who? I never heard of him. I ain't never heard nobody named no Bear. I don't know what that is.
This is Beefcake Boulder.
Oh
No,
my
I
G.
don't know who the fuck that is? Who is that he kicking? Oh,
That's Brian Keith.
is. Yeah, I know. Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
First
I
of
don't know
all-
who the fuck that is. I was thinking he was one of those other big motherfuckers.
Why he got that on? And why was that the picture you chose to show us?
That's
Of
the only.
Of
When I looked up,
Beefcake.
Only picture
when I
that-
looked up Brian Keith Beefcake Boulder, that's the first thing that popped up.
And you had to pick the one where Beefcake Boulders is trying to hang out?
Whoa.
What the?
Whoa. Where?
Whoa! Cookies, brother.
Y'all got mad at me for saying cookies activities last week. Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know. It's but all like stuff like that where it's just like nothing seems important, but for some reason, as long as a belt is like he said, like as long as a belt's on a former WWE dude, it's fine. The rest of the shit really doesn't matter because Jericho's
Because
holding
their
the belt.
world titles are on AEW. Actually, Tony Storm is a former WWE talent as well. So
But
matter of fact,
at least with Tony and Swerve, like they weren't primarily only WWE, and they didn't like spend like a decade there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Okay.
it wasn't like Swerve had enough of a career outside of where you could like say he's known for that, but like he had more than that. Same for Tony.
yeah.
Jericho, after WCW collapsed, he only was in WWE for over a decade.
Edge, well
Edge.
over a decade. Sasha
Mox been-
Banks.
Mox is in WWE for 10 years.
Right.
Sasha.
Sasha Banks. Like,
Chris
yeah, they
Jericho-
relied too heavily
Chris
on
Jericho-
former WWE talent.
Chris
Like-
Jericho has overstayed his welcome. He should have been gone.
What the fuck title is he going to win next?
Right.
What else is he going to do?
I thought the low would have been when he was calling himself the Ocho when he won the ROH title. But no, he has to win the FTW title. You had to win the fake title.
Mongo.
Yo,
But-
I ain't gonna lie, the Ocho was dope. That little Mongo was dope.
Cool.
What were you saying, Mike?
I said, I know what title he's gonna win next.
TNT?
We're gonna see his ass face Joey Chestnut for the goddamn hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, he sure do know. He knows a lot about eating glizzy. Sure. Fat ass.
That's what he's gonna be. So he's gonna go outside of the realms of AEW. We're gonna see his ass on the
Amazing.
4th of July.
That man got 12 nipples right now, man. Like,
His ass look like a hot dog,
that
overcooked.
nigga look like a shit chihuahua.
So if Will Ospreay's facing Swerve at Forbidden Door, we were all like he's going to beat Swerve in Wembley. It looks like they're not doing that. So does that mean he's going to get his shot at Wembley next year? Does that mean Swerve? Because the next pay-per-view after All Out is in Swerve's hometown.
Listen, that's
They already, here's the thing, they already had Swerve win in his hometown, so they can afford to have him lose.
Okay.
this is all smoke and mirrors, okay? Tony Khan.
Because he beat, because this is where he's gonna lose in his hometown to Hangman. Because he beat Hangman in his hometown.
Yeah, like
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because The next person to face Swerve is whoever's gonna win the Owen Hart tournament thing because they get the title shot at All in London.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So, hey, Tony Khan, I think he's slick. Okay. Throwing
Well,
out match. Tony Khan, we got business to take care of, brother.
So All In is in Wembley on August 25th. All Out is on September 1st in Illinois. And then Wrestle Dream is in Tacoma, Washington on October 12th.
That's why none of this shit makes sense. Like none of this is making sense. And all this saying is just one big question mark because Edge decided to fracture his damn leg. Because I wouldn't be shocked if he was saying that Edge was going to be a big part of the show. I wouldn't be shocked if we were on some type of stupid ass collision course of having Edge versus Swerve. At Forbidden Door.
And Edge would have been champ.
Or Edge would have been losing.
Nah, Edge would have lost that shit. I would hope, but you know what? You don't really know with Tony.
I'll give you one even better because this is what they would have did. They would have done what WWE didn't do. They would have had Swerve beat Edge for the TNT title, and you would have had a double champion Swerve. What they didn't do with Cody.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that shit because it kind of looked like they mimicking what Cody and Logan just did.
All right. We got anything else we need to discuss before we get out of here?
No.
Because
Mike, next week you gotta put your belt up on the line. The tiebreakers are coming back.
And then if you win
next week, TNA
hosted by
next week. Yeah, next week.
No, it's battle. Okay, yeah,
Battleground.
And
then the week after that,
you got two.
You got Clash and I think TNA show is that.
Why y'all making this motherfucker have hope that he's gonna make it out of this next week?
Hey, that's cool. First of all, listen, I've been the champ.
The motherfucker's been tying the shit out of everything for the past 3 months.
Fucking picked the perfect fucking show and didn't win. Some bullshit, bro.
You won one time, Mike.
Who gives a fuck? If there's a tie, I'll win. Who gives a fuck?
Don't worry. Them tiebreakers are gonna be. I'm gonna make sure you can't tie on them tiebreakers. They're gonna be all. They're gonna be all points. We're keeping the extra points and we're doing tiebreakers.
Damn it! So double stack the deck on me, okay?
It's not just you. It's gonna stay that way going forward.
You want to double stack the goddamn points? So you think you are?
But don't worry. I know what y'all are thinking. What if the tiebreakers are coming back? What about your amazing game show, Mongo? I'm glad you asked. That is still coming back next month. After that double weekend pay-per-view weekend, we're bringing it back.
Time for me to defend my title. Me and Kenny get to defend our title. I know I'm gonna defend it. I'm gonna defend it.
Oh, I'm gonna defend mine too. Kenny figured out the way to get this game win.
Kenny figured out.
Find your category.
Find the shit that you know and don't answer shit that you don't know.
Right. There you go. That's how you do it. You can't lose points if you don't answer it. Haha, figured that out.
Folks, you can follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and choice.tv/undertheringpod. You can also find us at Linktree, also /undertheringpod, where you're going to see our links. I'm at Greg Bush SK. We've got Kenny, one half of our first ever. What's the show called? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Champions. Rock Race 44. Our other half of the Are You Fucking Serious Champions, my forever rival, the final Maddie at The Right Answer. We've got our current fucking motherfucking predictions bastard champion at Mr. Freshbeard.
Bitch ass.
Last but not least, we got Stream Captain and our good friend Tito at Borreo Maliente. And last but not least, our good friend and local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, have a wonderful weekend. Relax. Have a great night. Get high or something. We had some good news today. Let's celebrate.
Me now, say it with me now. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Hey, hey. Fuck Donald Trump.
He
Fuck
going to
Donald
jail.
Trump.
He going to jail. He going to jail.
35 counts. 35 counts.